Have you ever wondered what makes a man truly irresistible? Is it his handsome looks, wealth, or social status? Or is there something more, something deeper that defines a man's true worth? In this video, we'll explore 12 things that high-value men never do, contrasting them with behaviors often displayed by low-value men. We'll decode these secrets through the lens of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes emotional maturity, reason, and inner strength. Join us on this journey of self-discovery as we unlock the qualities that define a high-value man. Let's begin. Number 1. They make themselves attractive instead of chasing women. A high-value man knows how to make himself attractive instead of superficially pursuing women. They understand that if they spend all their energy chasing women, they are essentially lowering their own value and putting themselves in the position of a fan, while the woman being pursued becomes an unattainable ideal. Instead, these wise men maintain composure. They don't allow themselves to be swept up in emotional games or trivial situations. They understand that attraction is not about chasing, but about becoming the one women want to pursue. A high-value man understands women's psychology very well. Contrary to the belief that women want to be chased, pampered, and have someone by their side 24/7, the truth is quite different. Women are not attracted to men who obsessively shower them with attention. They are drawn to strong, confident men who know what they want and don't easily compromise themselves just to please others. These men don't waste time waiting for messages from women or trying to decipher their complex emotions. Instead, they focus on self-improvement, investing time in activities that bring long-term value. For instance, instead of waiting for a text back from a girl, a wise, high-value man will enroll in a professional development course, learn a new skill, or focus on his work and passions. This doesn't mean they are indifferent or uncaring. It means they know how to manage their time and prioritize things within their control. Another example is when facing a tense situation in a relationship. Instead of trying to guess why she's upset, a high-value man will use that time for physical exercise or sports to improve his physical and mental health. This mentality is what psychologists call Stoic thinking, a mental state where one focuses only on what they can control and lets go of what they cannot. A smart man understands that controlling his emotions, thoughts, and actions is key to becoming more attractive. They don't chase women hopelessly or crave external validation. They focus on building self-confidence, creating their own value, and attracting those who resonate with their frequency and energy. Take John, a successful and confident man, as an example. Instead of trying to please every woman he meets, John chooses to focus on his career and passions. He enrolls in leadership development courses, takes care of his health, and builds quality relationships with friends who share his vision. As John becomes successful and happy with his life, the women he encounters can't help but be drawn to his confidence and independence. He doesn't need to try to get their attention because John himself is already a magnet. High-value men understand that self-control and personal growth are the most crucial factors in attracting women. They don't chase approval from others but choose the path of self-improvement. Their confidence and independence not only make them more attractive but also help them build lasting relationships based on mutual respect and balance. This is the core element that helps them not only attract women but also maintain stability and happiness in life. Number 2. They don't place their happiness in the hands of others. High-value men understand that they are responsible for their own happiness. They do not rely on relationships or love to feel complete. For them, love is just one part of life, not the entirety. They see life as a grand feast, filled with valuable experiences and opportunities. Love for them is merely a seasoning to enhance life, making it richer, but it is not the determining factor for perfection or happiness. This is why they are not caught up in the cycle of chasing women's approval. Instead, they focus on larger goals in their life. They set higher standards for themselves, investing their time in their careers, passions, self-development, and building a life rich in both spirit and material success. When a man focuses on these aspects, he creates a powerful attraction through his confidence and independence. Women are irresistibly drawn to this not because of any effort or attempt to please others, but because of the natural magnetism that radiates from a man who knows what he wants and does not seek validation from external sources. This attitude is what sets high-value men apart. They are not bound by the fear of loneliness, nor do they chase after meaningless relationships to fill an emotional void. They live their own lives with passion and purpose, knowing that true happiness comes from within, not from the approval of anyone else. This not only helps them maintain control over their lives, but also makes them the focal point of genuine, deeper relationships. Number 3. They don't let fear control them. While everyone experiences fear, confident men who understand their worth never allow it to dictate their lives. They face their worries head-on and don't let them hinder their goals. For them, challenges are not barriers, but opportunities to test their courage and grow. Instead of avoiding or being weakened by fear, they calmly acknowledge and manage it, maintaining strength and decisiveness in every situation. In love, the fear of betrayal or heartbreak is entirely natural. But a man with true inner strength doesn't let these anxieties overshadow his life. He knows his worth and doesn't depend on love to define his happiness. When he loves fully and lives wholeheartedly, but he doesn't seek to control his partner or the relationship just to avoid potential risks. He understands a simple truth: both life and love are fleeting and can't be fully controlled. This doesn't frighten him; on the contrary, it allows him to love freely without worrying about the uncertainties of the future. These men don't let fear steal the joy of the present. They live with confidence, knowing that if something undesirable happens, they will remain themselves strong, independent, and worthy of love. They are not bound by the fear of betrayal or loss, because they realize that happiness doesn't come from controlling others, but from mastering their own lives. This mindset helps them not only overcome fear, but also creates an incredible magnetism that makes them irresistibly attractive to others. What sets these men apart is their ability to live without being dominated by fear. They don't allow uncontrollable factors like love or relationships to make them insecure. Instead, they cherish each moment, living a life of fullness and confidence. This approach not only helps them face changes with resilience, but also draws people with similar positive energy into their lives. Number 4. They don't try to change or fix others. In love, a high-value man doesn't harbor illusions of a perfect partner. They understand that each person is an individual with unique strengths and weaknesses. Instead of trying to mold their loved one into an idealized image, they choose to love and appreciate their partner for who they truly are. They don't criticize, belittle, or try to change what they perceive as flaws in their partner. They understand that these very imperfections contribute to their loved one's unique charm and attractiveness. They respect their partner's perspectives, preferences, and choices, even when they differ from their own. They don't force their partner to change to fit their desires, but instead support and accompany them on their journey of self-improvement. They believe that true love is about accepting and cherishing someone for who they are, not trying to turn them into someone else. This respect and trust create a strong foundation for the relationship. their partner will feel loved and valued, leading to greater openness and trust. Their love, instead of being a burden of expectations and pressure, becomes a source of encouragement, helping both individuals grow together and move towards a happy future. Number 5. They don't control or manipulate others. In a world where deception and manipulation seem to be commonplace, high-value men choose the path of sincerity and transparency. They don't need to resort to tricks to achieve their goals. Instead, they live authentically and treat others with respect. They don't pretend to be someone they're not to impress or take advantage of others. They are confident in their own worth and believe that their true selves are their most attractive quality. They are not afraid to show their vulnerabilities and flaws, and they strive to improve themselves every day. In relationships, they don't use manipulative tactics to control or exploit their partner. They respect the freedom and choices of others and believe that a healthy relationship must be based on trust and equality. For example, if they want their partner to do something, they won't resort to sarcasm, hints, or coaxing. They will openly share their desires and respect their partner's decision. They understand that love is not about possession or control, but about sharing, understanding, and mutual respect. Or when conflicts arise, they won't avoid or blame others. They will proactively communicate, listen, and find solutions together. They believe that sincerity and openness are key to resolving any issues and nurturing a stronger bond. It is this honesty and authenticity that make them trustworthy in the eyes of others. People feel safe and comfortable around them, knowing they will never be deceived or manipulated. And this is also one of the essential factors that make high-value men so attractive. Number 6. They never settle for less than they deserve. High-value men are like diamonds, rare and precious. They know their worth and never settle for anything less than they deserve. They would rather walk alone than sell themselves short and accept shallow, unworthy relationships. This doesn't mean they are arrogant or stubborn. They are still capable of compromise, but that compromise must be based on mutual respect and their core values. They are willing to adjust their desires in minor matters, but will never compromise on the prerequisites for a healthy and happy relationship. For example, they can compromise on what to eat for dinner, what movie to watch on the weekend, or where to go on vacation. But they will never accept a relationship that lacks respect, trust, or honesty. They will also not sacrifice their dreams and ambitions just to please their partner. It is this firmness and self-respect that makes them attractive to others. It shows that they are individuals with opinions, standards, and are not afraid to fight for what they believe in. And this also helps them attract women who share the same values and outlook on life, thereby building strong and fulfilling relationships. Number 7. They don't blame others for their problems. High-value men possess a strong sense of responsibility. They are always aware that they are the masters of their own lives, and every decision and action they take contributes to shaping their own destiny. They don't shy away from responsibility, nor do they blame circumstances or others when faced with failures or difficulties. Instead, they bravely face reality, analyze their mistakes, and learn from their experiences to grow. They understand that blaming others is merely a way to avoid reality, and it won't help them solve problems or make progress. For example, if their business fails, they won't rush to blame the market, competitors, or their colleagues. They will calmly analyze the causes of the failure, recognize mistakes in their business strategy, and find ways to overcome them to do better in the future. Or in a relationship, when arguments arise, they won't blame their partner for their negative emotions. They will take responsibility for their words and actions and try to control their emotions to avoid hurting their loved ones. This sense of responsibility makes them appear reliable and mature in the eyes of others. Women are often attracted to men who take responsibility because they know these men will always protect and care for them, no matter the circumstances. They also feel safe and confident in trusting their lives to such men. Furthermore, not blaming others also allows high-value men to focus on solving problems and developing themselves. They don't get stuck in the cycle of blame and negativity, but always look to the future and strive to achieve their goals. Number 8. They are not always nice guys. On the journey of self-improvement, there's a common misconception that many people fall prey to, always striving to be a nice guy. Of course, being kind and considerate to others is commendable, but if you aspire to be a high-value man, you need to transcend this notion. Nice guys often tend to prioritize others' needs above their own, constantly trying to please everyone around them and never daring to refuse any request. They fear displeasing others, fear being disliked, so they often sacrifice themselves and accept unfair treatment. On the other hand, high-value men understand that excessive focus on pleasing others can lead to a loss of self-respect and personal boundaries. They know how to set limits for themselves, live by their own principles, and are not afraid to say no when necessary. They don't strive to be perfect in everyone's eyes, but focus on living authentically to their own values, as long as they don't harm anyone. This distinction doesn't mean they are selfish or indifferent. They are still kind and considerate of others, but they also know how to protect themselves and prioritize their own lives. They understand that only by respecting themselves and living true to themselves can they shine and attract healthy, genuine relationships. Number 9. They don't seek approval from others. High-value men possess a strong inner strength and an independent spirit. They don't live to please others, nor do they seek validation from anyone. They are confident in themselves, in their choices, and always listen to their inner voice to make decisions that align with their values and goals. They understand that no one can understand them better than themselves, and no one has the right to judge their decisions. They respect the opinions of others, but they don't let those opinions dictate their lives. They take responsibility for their choices, whether others agree with them or not. It is this confidence and self-assurance that makes them attractive to others. It shows that they are individuals with their own minds and unique personalities, unafraid to go against the grain. And this also helps them attract independent, confident women who appreciate individuality and don't try to change others. They don't seek approval from others. Number 10. They are neither jealous nor possessive. High-value men never let jealousy or possessiveness shake their confidence in a relationship. They understand that true love cannot be built on control or the fear of loss. Rather than worrying about their partner leaving, they trust in their own worth and the bond they have nurtured together. They don't seek to possess, but instead respect their partner's freedom and personal space, encouraging individual growth as a natural part of a mature relationship. Instead of feeling jealous when their partner succeeds or forms connections outside of the relationship, they feel proud and genuinely happy for them. To them, love is not a competition for ownership, but a shared journey of growth and mutual support. They recognize that trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, and it's this deep trust that keeps them from getting caught up in negative emotions or insecure thoughts. The freedom they offer their partner not only strengthens the relationship, but also makes their partner feel truly valued and cherished. These men don't need to control in order to keep love alive. They know that the strength of a relationship comes not from possessiveness, but from respect and trust. This not only helps them maintain a deep and lasting connection, but also creates a magnetic allure, making them irreplaceable in the eyes of their partner. Number 11. They never play mind games. We've all played mind games at some point, whether intentionally or not. Maybe it was to get a crush's attention, to tease a friend, or sometimes simply to protect our ego. But for high-value men, these games are merely obstacles on the path of self-development. They choose to live authentically, transparently, and directly. They don't need to hide their true emotions or resort to manipulative tactics to achieve their goals. They respect themselves and others and believe that honesty and openness are the keys to building lasting relationships. They are also acutely aware of the mind games that others might play with them. They are not easily deceived or manipulated because they are always observing, listening, and analyzing the behavior of those around them. They know how to recognize the signs of deception, hidden agendas, and will not hesitate to call it out when necessary. It is this discernment and assertiveness that helps them avoid toxic relationships and build healthy, genuine connections. They attract mature, confident women who also value authenticity and transparency in love. And in a world rife with mind games, their sincerity becomes even more valuable and attractive. Number 12. They don't need to seek attention. High-value men are not peacocks who spread their feathers to show off, nor are they clowns who try everything to attract attention. They shine quietly with their own achievements and personality. They don't need to beg for recognition from others because they know their worth and are confident in the path they have chosen. They focus on self-improvement, career development, and pursuing their passions. They let their actions speak for themselves instead of empty words or boastful behavior. They understand that true value does not come from external display, but from inner competence and character. This humility and confidence create a special attraction. It shows that they are mature and not interested in superficial fame. They don't need to be the center of the universe to shine in their own way. And that's what makes them attractive in the eyes of intelligent women who appreciate sincerity and inner strength.